What up, y'all? It's Vanelli Cuts here with another scoop of the day. I'm here with multi-shop owner, club owner, property owner, you name it, business mogul, Lex. How you feeling today, man?
Feeling amazing. Thank you for this opportunity to come out, share some information with everybody. Hope you guys are paying attention.
Definitely want to take notes on this one. You can definitely hear a couple gems from my guy. So, pretty much, I just want to get in your head, ask you a couple questions, if you're up to it.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so let's hop right into it. I just want to ask you, like, how did you even get into barbering? Like, what was that for you? Was this something that you just kind of picked up? Was it something that you always wanted to do? How did barbering start for you?
A true story. I've always tell people this story. I literally just wanted to get out of my cell. I was incarcerated at the time. I had a whole bunch of time to do. So I was sitting there one day and it was like a 22 hours lockdown, 2 hours out. I would be in my cell. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this stuff up. I asked a friend of mine. His name is Maurice Dunn. Unfortunately, he passed away. But he taught me how to put the comb in the razor and started cutting. And within like a couple weeks of me practicing and stuff like that, somebody asked me, yo, who did your shape up? And that was like the first time I was like, well, I did, like, but I was always shaky about it. And I don't know, from there it just took hold, and I literally just used that to get out of my cell. That was like my first thing of like cutting hair. Wow,
that's super, super powerful. I bet you didn't even think it would take you this far.
No, definitely when I first started, it was something that I looked at it like, all right, I just need this to get out of my cell. It lets me kind of like do little things outside the cell, give me what they call legs. So I was able to run around. And then as I got into the school program at the institution, at first I was really nervous about it and things like that. I seen it was a lot different with the clippers instead of the razor. But as I would like talk to different people and different backgrounds, I started kind of like thinking like, damn, this is pretty dope. You get to learn about people. You get to kind of be like the stress reliever. And I started learning that early as far as like how barbering is almost like a counseling thing too.
Therapist, bro.
Yeah, so that helped. And I remember the teacher telling me, because I was never scared to cut anybody's hair. You know, when you first come in, and he was like, yo, you got courage, you're gonna be all right. I promise you, if you do this stuff outside, you'll be okay.
Wow.
So that was my get down.
That's really, really, really dope.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I honestly didn't even know that. That's awesome. Thank you for opening up.
A lot of people forgot I was locked up for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, I don't make that like a marketing tool, but it is something that did happen. I got my license upstate. Just came home and like hit the floor.
Nice. So you said that when you got out, was owning a barbershop something that you like thought that you were gonna do? Because like, how many barbershops you own?
I currently own 4 of them, but no.
One of the first people in Reading, PA to do this, by the way.
Yeah,
one of the first people, if not the first.
Yeah, I don't know the books. I think I don't know, but what's crazy about it was I knew that I didn't never want to be like the best hair cutter.
Okay.
That was never my thing. When I started working at ATS, I went into a barbershop where literally everybody was better than me. So I checked that list off. Like I'm not trying to be competitive with nobody as far as haircutting is concerned. But I did look at what people weren't doing. So when I first got home, I noticed people weren't taking appointments. If they did, they would upcharge the service, things of that nature. And to build clientele, I did whatever they weren't doing. So if they was telling people, yeah, come right now, and still had like 4 people waiting, I wasn't doing that. So I just wanted to be really good. And then I was like, how can I get the really good barbers to be cool with me? So if I ever decided to open up a shop that's kind of
slide with you.
Yeah, slide in with me, because Serge from ATS, and he owns Bread and Barber Institute.
Yes.
True story. I mimic a lot of my moves off of him. Like he used to come to the shop, man, real flamboyant, and every time I had one of his previous clients in my chair, he would be like, oh, that's one of my clients. And I was like, damn, you don't miss it? He's like, nah, I'm putting you on. So like my thing was like, I learned that like it was cool to put people on.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be that. That was the barber that I mimicked the most. Serge Valez.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an incredible insight, to be completely honest. That's something that like I always like learned at a young age. Going back to when you said like do what the others weren't doing.
Yeah.
So at a young age, that's what I would do. Like if I wanted to be a manager, I worked at Foot Locker for a while.
Yeah.
So like I'm like trying to be like separate myself from the part-timers, you know what I mean? And try to do something that what was missing. Like everywhere I go, that's what I try to do. Like what's missing here? What can I benefit?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how you excel and you
especially creates a wave. For sure. Creates a wave because you're doing what everybody else isn't.
Yeah. So moving on to the next question. At what point were you like, damn, I'm a hustler and a businessman. Let me venture off and create more for myself?
Truth be told, I come from a long line of hustlers.
Okay.
Not for nothing, my grandfather, he was the first store owner in La Maria Tres, La Tienda de Patricio in Puerto Rico in La Maria. So he had 16 kids. So he had to get to work.
He was busy.
Yeah, he was,
So he
was active outside. All with one woman too. So it was my mom, my grandparents. I mean, they stood together till they passed away. My other grandfather, he was a herder and he rented out farmland. So he would take care of people's cows and stuff like that. And he had 6 kids, so he had to take care of business. And then my older brother, he really introduced me. When I came home, he introduced me to people that was like really active in not the street life. He showed me like there was opportunity in like doing legit business, like handling properties or taxes or anything like that. Like, so I didn't know that was even a thing. Like,
probably had the most impactful.
Yeah.
Like, you know
so when I was learning about him more, because I was away for a long time, he really like taught me so much stuff. My brother, his name's Jamie Perez. He used to be a realtor, but he's currently he's heading projects when it comes to land development now. So he's in a big place, but he really taught me everything there is to about the hustle as far as like getting to it. And then I'm ambitious.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm a risk it all type of guy. I see something that I think I might be good at, and I take my chances. I don't really care about failure or success. Those things go hand in hand to me. Like there's plenty of things I definitely lost at. There's a few things that I won at that make it look really, really good. But definitely I took a lot of L's. But I'm constantly just trying to stretch my game out and know that like everything's possible. I think like I do enough network outreach, and I think I talk to a lot of kids and stuff like that. I've always felt like if I can give them the game, that's what I want to do. Even this opportunity is sort of like I see a lot of people, you know, they shy away from opportunities to do cross branding and things like that, where I want to see you win. I don't think you're anywhere near me to compete with me. It's just about growing and development and things of that nature. So those are some of the things I strive for.
No, I super appreciate you even taking this moment. That right there, that was a gem. I hope you guys were paying attention. I'm gonna have to make a reel about just that part right there. But like you said, you know, you just go for everything. So like a lot of people, they're used to just staying in one lane and just stick to what they know. Yeah. And like you're obviously opposite of that. Is there any time where you was just like, damn, like this might not even be the right move, but I'm gonna go for it anyway?
Yeah, for sure. When I first opened my first shop, I owned the building. So it wasn't like I was scared to do it, but I was like complacent where I was at, you know what I'm saying? So I had a friend, his name's Big Lou. So if Big Lou watches this, can I curse?
Yeah.
Alright, so I fucking tracked him down. Like I was chasing him around the town. He was avoiding me. He's a barber, but I was like, yo, bro, I got this spot, man. Be perfect for us, man. This, down, and third. I fuck with you. And at first he was like, nah, I ain't cutting hair no more. But I would not like give up. So one day I literally pulled up to his crib and I took a ill chance. But I was like, yo, here's the keys to the shop. Open that shit up, and then I'm gonna see you in about a week, because I'm gonna start moving my stuff over there.
Okay.
And I don't know if I was intimidating because he's bigger than me, but he did it, and then we opened up all seasons. And that was like, I had a lot of doubt with it, but it came out to be like, it was like dope. I still remember the feelings I had when I first put my stickers up and things like that. And it was just like, it was a dope moment for me, just because I've been through so many different things to get to that point. So when I was able to open up my own little spot and I owned the building. It was like a big accomplishment for me. My mom was really proud. So it was like, yo, word. I felt like I finally did something right that other people acknowledged as right. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a big moment for me. And then everything else, I kind of just went in on some no fear, but just like, fuck it. Win or lose, I don't care.
Yeah.
But All Seasons was my first super hesitant moment of like, I could just sell the property, flip it, you know what I'm saying? But
you took a chance and you bet on yourself. That was something that I had in my interview with Eric, with Barber. He tells me like, you know, take that leap of faith. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shows like you're a walking testament of just taking that leap. You know what I mean? As scared as, well, not scared, but as like, you know, doubtful or whatever.
A lot of hesitation.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So that being said, between the barbershops, between the clubs, between the properties, between the bail bonds, between it all, what are your daily challenges? How do you manage to still cut hair? Because he be in the shop, y'all. He be in the shop all day too.
I do.
So like, how do you manage to? What are your daily? What is daily life for you look like right now?
Daily life is super hectic. I mean, this is my mind you, we've been trying to connect, but this is my first opening. But it's definitely tough. I'm very appointment based. But dead ass. So I use the barbering app even for my appointments outside of like barbering. So like, let's say I got an appointment with somebody, I'll put it on the Barber app as far as like I put their name information, and then I have a thing called, I put like a lunch service that's not online, but then I block all schedules for that. So then I kind of know what to do, when I'm supposed to do it. So that keeps me focused on handling the multiple tasks that I must handle. And then also cutting hair. I love cutting hair. So outside of all this other stuff, this stuff is all cool. Trust me.
Yeah.
But nothing tops cutting hair. I'm sure you can relate to that. There's something about that one-on-one experience. It's not overwhelming. It's very satisfying to know that you did something, somebody liked it something, and they paid you for something. And it's all instantaneously within like that 40-minute gap. And that's rewarding, because you don't gotta wait 2 weeks for a check. You don't gotta wait 1 week for a check. I find a lot of reward in that, and knowing that, like, let's say somebody liked the job and all of a sudden, hey, this is $40 and they give you $60 or $80 or $100. That's, you know.
And further than that, then they recommend you to their friends.
And then blah, blah, blah.
And groups of people.
Yeah, I've seen kids grow up. So to me, that's, I mean, I have parents to this day call me if their son's acting up or something like that to get on the phone with them and talk to them and stuff like that. I mean, imagine that. Like, you got to really put yourself in a position where you build so much chemistry with somebody that they actually reach out to you for correction when it comes to their own children.
Yeah, that's deep.
So that's kind of like, that's an ill thing for me.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I won't lie to you. I always say this. If I'm having like a bad day, all it takes is one haircut. By the middle of that haircut, I might be cracking a smile. I might be
Shout
forgetting.
Out to blinkers, because sometimes I be stressed out. I even be mad at his ass, and he give me a cut. I be like, all right, we good. I ain't mad at you no more.
Everything's good. So is there one business that you would say is harder than the other, or you kind of have
this one.
This one is the hardest one?
Yeah, this one's the hardest one. I think there's a lot of risk. We're right now at a private membership bar. This is the IA Club. You can look us up at iaclub.biz. Sign up if you want. But it's a private membership bar where we cater to people that want a little bit more intimate settings for people, and not too much of the craziness that goes on in a club or a bar. It's a little bit more intimate here, but this is very difficult because you put a lot more at risk. To open up a barbershop, just in case you don't know, you can definitely, if you're paying your taxes and you're doing right by your credit score, you can definitely get a loan for $25,000 to $50,000 and make some things happen. With this, it's totally different. We're looking at $300,000-$400,000. There's a high risk before you ever see a return on this, and you constantly gotta cater no matter what. Because I'm not selling talent.
Yeah, no.
So in the barber world, you sell talent, right?
And yourself.
Yeah, so that's like a skill. You have that. Here, you're just making a drink, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna get fucked up. They might not even remember the bartender's name.
Yeah.
So 100%. That's different, right? You can get that anywhere. Any bar you go to, you can get almost like a very similar experience. So to try to sell membership and then have people still come in and spend money on beer and stuff, that requires a little bit more of a hustle and more like hey. So it's like, it's a tough job for sure, 100%. And sometimes I'll start the shop at 7 a.m. I'll leave around 9. I'll go home, shower. I'm back here by 10. I don't get home till 3:30. Then I'm going back to work at 8 o'clock. So that shit, there was days, like, I don't even know if you've seen on my social media, where I literally was like crashed out, exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, I cannot believe I signed up for this shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a tough job. This is a tough job.
It does sound like a tough job. I mean, as someone that has watched you over the couple of years over social media, you be busy, bro. Like, this dude is like, I'm out the shop. It's 11:30.
Yeah.
Back in the shop 6 in the morning. I'm like, damn, bro, I can't keep up. I
definitely slowed that shit down due to this shit, because I was like, yo, I cannot keep up. Like,
I bet.
I'm 42, turning 42 May 7th, so that shit takes a toll.
Trying to feel that, John.
Yeah, for sure.
So, as we start to wrap up this amazing scoop of the day, this is a little more of a personal question. If you could go back and talk to younger you, what advice would you give yourself?
I stand on this, and I use it a lot. I always say, when I was younger, I had 2 mouths and 1 ear. I try to tell people I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Silence is an extremely important thing. It will give you the advantage over a lot of people. It gives you time to actually think things through. So you want to make sure that you're dealing with your stages of choices the right way, and the best way is silence. Like, that's my thing. Listen to who you need to listen to. Do not overtalk the people you don't need to overtalk, and then move accordingly. I think a lot of times, as we get more successful, pride comes in the way a lot of times. I have people that pull my jacket, and I don't ever talk back, because it's important that you get that information by the people you love. If you don't do that, you're bound to fail, because a lot of problems are going to come as you climb the ladder in any industry, not just this one, but it will come. You're going to have conflict with people. You're going to have conflict with family and stuff like that. It's just going to happen. Listen, silence is very important. That's my jewel for the day.
Wow, you gave us a couple jewels, bro. Not just one. So, like I said,
2 ears and 1 mouth goes a long way.
Yes. So that 2 ears, 1 mouth. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Lex, you are beyond inspiring. You're a walking testament of how you could take barbering as a platform, use that, and just elevate. I want to say thank you a million times for sitting down and talking with me.
Absolutely. Don't forget that. So if you're a barber, this is also important. Literally, I was you, 100%. So I started at a shop, built clientele. You know, I made sure I paid my taxes. Please pay your taxes. I don't care if you don't got a business just yet. Get an LLC. Make sure you take your tax documents to the bank when you open up an account for your LLC. Get your line of credit correct. That will open the door for opportunities. When you pay your taxes and you pay your credit cards off, you'll be able to get loans. Loans will give you opportunities to expand yourself in ways you never thought before. Do not sleep on doing business the right way. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. Do them the right way.
And who taught you all this? You had to find out the hard way?
You know what? Shout out to Jamie Perez. That's my big brother. I got the greatest big brother in the world.
Shout out to Jamie.
So sometimes, don't forget who got your back. He's one of the guys that I don't have to talk to him all the time. And when I call, if I need it, he stops what he's doing, and that's it. So I'm blessed. Nothing I've done has been by myself. Literally have a team of people around me. My mom, my dad, my brothers. People associated through my brother that I actually built relationships with. My cousin Joseph Cologne, who's here, he's one of the smartest young people I know. So, you know, nothing by myself. And my team, all the guys in Temple, Shinkin Springs, Shillington, Seasons. So, everybody helps.
You have a great run.
Yeah.
Is there anything to come? Like, what's next?
Let's get this party started right. I guess. Like,
right now, all your eggs are in this basket right now.
We loaded this shit up. We're looking for a home run. So hopefully that's coming soon. But so if not, just look us up. IA _IA Club. Check us out. We have events here all the time. We got darts. We got karaoke. We got beer pong. We got a DJ every Friday and Saturday. So we've been doing a lot. We're gonna have endless mimosas every Sunday or something like that. We got all this stuff planned out. So pay attention to our IA page, and thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. So yeah, that's today's scoop, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. I'll have all his info at the bottom. No more favors. But yeah, stay sharp, stay grinding, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Oh wow.